Hi guys, welcome back. It's Graphical. Today we're gonna have a look at the new photo library app called Emulsion. I just installed it and let's see how this works. Wonder if it's better than Photo or not. Okay, nice animation here going on. It's the first time that I installed this, so it's asking me whether I should create a new catalog or open a catalog. I do not have a catalog. I see that there are a recent list here, so let's create a new catalog. Let's create this on my photos and call it demo emulsion, and let's press save. So this is how the app looks like. Let's make the screen a little bit workable for me, something like this. Let's get started. Drag folders or images to add to your catalog. So I have some photos here. Let me drag that. Do you want them as copy or reference? So actually this means it makes a copy of it, just like photos. So I'm gonna copy it. Great. So I have my photos here. You can see below, I can drag this a little bit up. It's a nice feature. It shows that it has GPS information in here. That's cool. Let's click on a photo and see what that does. Opening image. Okay. Make it a little bit bigger. This side I don't want it that big, so I can see my menu tab on here. What does it do? Okay. This is my picture. I do have some buttons on the top. The file name. Let's see what this button does. No tool selected. Okay. Okay, I clicked on something. It has kind of a versioning tool, it seems. I'm gonna press cancel. Go back to the view. And you can see it's not that fast, that I'm a little bit astonished of. I have no idea what it's doing right now. Let me click on something else. Okay. Well, I'll try to zoom with my mouse pad. That doesn't seem to work. Pinch in and pinch out doesn't seem to work here. I really have to use these buttons here to zoom the image, and I have to use these ones to open up. Okay, that is cool. Metadata, somewhere in the Netherlands. Adjustments. It's a little bit like Lightroom here. Let's create a version. Let's have this intensity has been shown, maxified. Boom! Quit unexpectedly. Let's reopen it. So I do have a version here. Okay. Gives me some good full information of the EXIF data. Basic, can give it some keywords, some ratings, some notes. Okay, I have my version here. Let's go to the master. Make it this one, the active one. Right click on this one. Yes, let me click that one. Okay. So I have no more versions. These buttons hide the left and the right panel, which will make sense. What does my map, when I click on map, what does that do? Okay, it shows me all the images I have around the world. Well, that is nice. You can see it's mostly compares 3 images. Create named position somewhere in France, in Venice. I should have a photo. Florence. Oh, it's not bad, not bad. And what do I have here? Place there, and a few pictures in Rotterdam. Okay, equipment. Add equipment below. Let's add the plus sign. New camera. A model. Let's call this K5 Pentax. Lens model serial. So I can add some models here. Equipment by pressing the plus button. Okay, this means I can add an image of this Pentax K5 camera. Okay, map, lightbox, shows the pictures I have in here. As you can see, it's not that fast. That is too bad. That is too bad. So let's see what this does. Set location, apply equipment. Okay, this is where we're Pentax K5. So I have added apply tag, remove tag, edited plugin, no plugins. Okay, some applications that I can do. So if I would go to equipment now and I press on K5, okay, nothing's gonna happen. Okay. Folders. So it seems that I can have collections and folders. This makes a lot of sense. And I can search in the metadata. Okay, I have no people, no tags, no albums, high ISO, colors that I can search for, probably. Images are still being indexed. Okay. Still indexing some images. Go back to my photo files. Okay. Oh, I see it's indexing. The more index, the more colors are coming up. That's cool. That is nice. So it seems like that we have to give this program a little bit of time before it gets really, really useful. Okay, we can have some title here. Rijksmuseum Amsterdam. Keyword Amsterdam and museum. Okay, that's cool. Okay. So see, it's kind of still buggy. Kind of still buggy. Not a very responsive app, I have to say. This one I change back. The bad thing is that I lost my metadata. That I find more irritating. So, see, it has some problems with this image. Apply tag, new tag, Amsterdam, create. I call this building create. And this one, and let's call this one also Amsterdam. Okay, it has some nice features showing the tags here, so that is nice. But it's still so slow. This application is so slow. So I do have a tag here, Amsterdam, building, and let's Let's call this street. Create. Good. So people, I have no people, it seems. I have a settings button here. I can give you some settings to the collection, it seems. Okay, I can live with that. So let's have some color filters again. See how that works. Something in green. Okay. Looks good. Problem is it's kind of a zoom thing. Why you would need that, I have no idea. So I'm stuck in the color mode. I can't get out of this color mode. So okay. And there is no way. High ISO, low ISO. That works good. Doesn't recognize any people yet. So it probably needs to it's indexing, it's doing something. I have no idea. I have no idea. Let's have a look at the map, the menu, no tool, crop, cloning, rotate, scale, find faces, add face, some adjustments. Okay. File, show introduction. Okay, this is goes back to my initial one. Let's open this again. Still doing something here I have no idea of. Tools, find faces, no faces found. Cool. Tool, find faces. Okay. Assign face to a person. Maria. Create. Okay, now we have a Maria here. Tick. And we say tools. Okay. Okay, this is how you add faces to it. Seems like tools, add face, find faces. Okay, can I make this bigger? Yes, I can make this bigger. Can I move around with it? No, I cannot move around. Oh, here, I have to press it here and say, this is Tanya. Create. Then I have a Tanya here. And tools, find faces. I have to move it like this. It's difficult to find this thingy here. Say this is Tanya. Okay. Maya, Tanya. Okay. So it seems that there is no automatic face finding. Okay. So this one has no GPS information. Set location. Remove GPS information. Okay. This one has no information. This one also does not have any information. Can I add create named location? Interesting. Okay, this image does not have GPS data, so you can base a location on it. Okay, let's go to the map, zoom in to Rotterdam, up. Okay, right click on it, window, toggle loop, view, tools. Okay, so I want to add a location, new album, new tag. So let's select this one and say okay, so I have to go to the lightbox view. Oh, I don't have to go to the lightbox view, it seems. I can go to the map again, create new location. Let's call it Rotterdam, and about 10,000 meters. Create new location. Okay, let's say this is my Rotterdam area. Okay, it finds all the images in that area. This is kind of a nice feature that automatically So what does this do? I moved Rotterdam out of it. She still shows all these images. So let's move. It's 10 kilometers, so let's move it to Utrecht. Okay. Let's go back to Rotterdam. There is nothing in Rotterdam. That is actually quite well done. Okay. Go back to Rotterdam. Still nothing. So it has to be like 10 kilometers, like here. Okay, photos filter. Click on Rotterdam, and then within the 10 kilometer range we do have these images. It's a bad thing that it's sad that it doesn't show on the map where this actually is. So that is kind of a bummer. But the idea is nice. I like the idea. You can create locations, and based on that locations you can group these pictures. So let's go to our dog lightbox. And actually it seems like I can change the image here. Change its location, and let's say we're going to move this dog to this part of. Did it save that? That is the question. Let's go back to Rotterdam, and my dog is still there. So why does it allow me to change this information? I have no idea. So I have no idea. Let's press this help button. Third is crop and the fourth is rotate. Okay. Adjustments. Some buttons here. Okay, this is some predefined sets. Adjustment set. Gold vintage. Oh, my dog becomes like this. Create a version. Then I changed my dog. That is good. Yeah, this version thing I also like very much. The clone. Let me hold the option key. And I'm going to clean up. Yeah, it's not Photoshop. It's not really Photoshop. What's happening in here? It's not really Photoshop. That's too bad. Because there were some nice features here that we could have used. Too bad it's not really very well done in here. Let's get this out of the way like this, and then have a like this. Get this thing going out of here. Have some stone here like this. I guess some movement here. So this is some basic tooling in here that it allows you to make some minor, really just visual stuff. Allows you to play around with it. So I remove that one. I see I have some space, but doesn't work. Still copying. And how do I move it? I have to use this bar here. So it's not really that useful. That's a pity in a sense. Really a pity. Can I get this one in here? I can try some playing around with it. Okay, so that's this is our crop rectangle rotating our view. Okay, with my 2 fingers on my pad I can move it. That's at least something. No zooming. View, zoom in, zoom out, so I have to use my function keys, which work okay. Can get used to that. Save, yes, save that one. Maria, Tanya, photo, color, another color, green, photo albums. So still indexing thumbnails. Don't know what still this is doing. So yeah, well, to be honest, I was hoping that people would be recognized automatically. It looks like you have to do it yourself. Guess change is here. Okay, so I can make some searches. New album, new tag. Where can I make new searches? Tools. Metadata view. So how can I make a new search? Right click. Okay. Searches. Search. I can double click on this one. Is a copy. I can say dimensions, big image, small, let's say small image, and I want this How can I change? I can remove this one. I see. Let's say add. I can't give up the dimensions, it seems. I can give shutter speed. So I can say date and then remove this one. This application really doesn't make a lot of sense to me, sorry. I have to say it, but how can I make searches? I have to. How do I delete this one? Delete, I said delete. Just remove it. Oh, it goes in play mode. To gallery mode, that is nice. And what does it do now? Nothing. I have to select multiple ones because there's only one selected. Okay, so if I select multiple ones and I press play, will it play? I have to press play again. Just a scroll function, nothing fancy here. Making the icons bigger. Okay. Okay, so how do I add some metadata to this file? I can put this to Rotterdam, but that's boom, it gets that location code. Okay, but that's not the fact. That is not the truth in a sense. So if I go back to Rotterdam, which is around here, man, this application is slow. This application is slow and I have no idea what it's doing. This is somewhere in the middle of the ocean, end of the world, it seems. There's a location, but at the end of the world. Okay, makes sense. This one is good. Folders. What are folders? To add a folder, drag it into this area. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Folders. Right clicking. Pressing enter. search Venice, find some file name. Okay, that's good. Sorry guys, I'm still, it is the first time for me in using this application. I have to find my way on how things work, but what gets me irritated most is that the application is so slow. And what's also challenging in this application, how the menu items exactly work. I mean, as you saw, how do I add a new search? Add button, new album or tag. I have no albums. What are albums? New album. Let's add a new album. A collection of photos. Let's change this to Amsterdam visit. My great time in Amsterdam. I save this one, and what I do is probably select a few images. If it will open, that's what I mean. It's really frustrating. And I'm going to try and drag and drop it to Amsterdam. So that one goes to that. I only copied one. Only copied one. Let me get some smaller images. Look. Do you understand this? I do not understand this. What's happening here, guys? What's happening here? I select all these files and I want it to go to... It doesn't work like that. Okay. I have to do it like this. Or I have to select, right click, selection, Amsterdam visit, and then I have probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 added to that one. Okay, this is also interesting. You can have an image added multiple times. So if I go back to her, I put it in Amsterdam again, and it gets added multiple times. Okay. Don't know why that should be logical, but well, heck, it allows it. Okay. What else do we got? Building. Let's go to Amsterdam visit and select this one. What is this? Somewhere in Romo Grease tools, no tools adjustment. So let's try to do the tone curve. Create. Let's see what this does. Okay, this is just a nice little tool to get the darks, to play with this image, give it all of the sepia, add some texture to it, light dust, color controls, yeah, a little bit more contrast and less channels, gamma adjust, vignette, vibrance, more vibrance, and I can save this, save an adjustment center. Let's save it. My filter set, apply. So I can then go to this image and probably apply my filter set. Double click, create, and then I get a very ugly picture. Seems like it copied some. Get more into this darkening mode. Well, play with it. Yeah, make a golden texture. Give the monochrome color. Ooh. Copper girl. Okay, so that's a kind of a nice feature. And then we have our version that works quite well. Has some nice features which I like, some features that I would like to see, but speed wise this is slow. Speed wise this is very slow. Apply tag, new tag, let's call this Venice, something like Venice. It gets this tag Venice. And does this have any meaning here? And why is this green? Why is this green? Okay. Supposedly I could give it any color I wish. Learn something new. Okay, it's updated. But you see there's always some kind of lag in this program. Something going slow. It's not. Especially opening larger files. Really has problems with that. Very disappointing. That part is kind of disappointing to me. It just takes too long. Reading an image like this should be almost instantaneous. This is not something I could work on. These are small images, come on. They're like 1700 pixels wide. So it is but that's how it is. Let's check at the preferences, what kind of preferences it has. Okay, small icons. Okay, some settings here. Plugins. Application that I use. Okay, those are the preferences. Catalog setup. These are the adjustment set, image roots. Delete. Done. Folders. No folders. That's how I got rid of it, it seems. Equipment, collection folders. Okay. Okay, that's it, guys. I mean, there's not much to it, to this application. I was really hoping it would auto detect the faces. Doesn't do that. Searches, still have to figure that out. Ratings, I think ratings should work very easily. I should be able to rate this like 4-star. It's a 4-star image. It's a 0-star. See, it has some difficulties with bigger images. So when I click on 4-star, I presume that this lady comes back there. Yes, it does. So let's see how this works out. Let's say if I give this vessel 5 stars. Oh, my mistake. And let's get 5 stars here. Let's give her 3 stars. Let's go to 5 stars 1 and 3 stars 1. Okay, that makes sense. This part is not scrollable. I tried to scroll here, but the screen is not big enough, so we'll have to see how that works out. Alright, and close this one, close that one too. Okay. I think this is it. Hope I give you some information. Personally, is it worth $50? I don't think so. The application is too buggy. You saw it hanged already on once. And secondly, it's kind of slow. It's not for me. Okay, enjoy. See you next time, guys.